இப்படி பல அற்புதங்கள் நடந்து கொண்டே இருக்கிறது.
So such kind of miracles are happening.
இந்த ஊழியத்தின் மூலமாக
through this ministry
பல அற்புதங்களை நாங்கள் காண்கிறோம்.
we see hundreds of miracles.
மரித்தவர்கள் உயிரோடு எழுப்பப்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள்.
Dead people are raised.
சமீபத்துல
a few days ago
ஒரு மனிதனை என்னிடத்துல கொண்டு வந்தார்கள்.
they brought a man to me.
அவனுடைய பெயர் கோபால்.
His name was Gopal.
அந்த கோபால் மரித்து 6 மணி நேரம் அவருடைய சரீரத்தை ஒதுக்கி வைத்து விட்டார்.
Gopal was dead and his body was cast aside for 6 hours.
அவருடைய சரீரத்திலிருந்து நாற்ற புகை வந்து விட்டது.
There was a stench from his body.
எல்லாரும் அந்த சரீரத்தை எடுத்துக்கொண்டு போ என்று திட்டினார்களாம்.
Everybody started to chide them to take the body away.
அந்த நேரத்துல தான் விசுவாசத்தோடு எங்களிடத்துல வந்து ஜெப கர்ச்சீஃபை வாங்கிட்டு போனார்.
At that time they came to us with faith and they asked they got a prayer kerchief.
வாங்கி கொண்டு போன ஜெப கர்ச்சீஃபை அவருடைய நெற்றியிலும் அவருடைய இருதயத்திலும் போட்டார்கள்.
They put that prayer kerchief on his forehead and on his heart.
மரித்து 6 மணி நேரமான அவருடைய சரீரத்துல இதய துடிப்பு வந்தது.
The body which was dead for 6 hours, the heart started to beat again.
உயிர் வந்து விட்டது.
என்னுடைய சொந்த ஊர்
My native village is Mettur. I have 5 children, 2 daughters and 3 sons. This Gopal is our second son. He was working as a welder in a private company in Sulur near Coimbatore city. During his working days, he was infected with brain fever. He was admitted to the government general hospital in Coimbatore and they informed me over telephone about this. I rushed to the hospital as soon as I got the news. When I reached the hospital, my son seemed to be already dead. I was overcome with gloom. I asked the doctor, "What is the condition of my son?" The doctor said that my son was brought here in a serious condition, that we can't say anything now. We have not started any treatment yet. He had suffered from fits too, and there has been hemorrhage in the brain, and that is why he is lying in an unconscious state. I begged the doctor to give him any suitable treatment. But the doctor said he was unable to start treatment without a CT scan, and that could not be done at the particular time because there had been heavy rains for the past 2-3 days, and he cited several impossibilities for getting the scanning done. When I insisted on doing some treatment, the doctor said the CT scan should be done first of all. I asked him to do it quickly, but he said he could not because while removing the tubes for life support, there is every possibility that the patient might die. But incidentally, the tubes were removed and the scanning was done. After the scan was taken, while coming out of the scanning room, my son seemed dead. I couldn't bear that. But the doctor consoled me and started doing his best, and somehow the body was brought back to a living condition with life supports. Again he was kept in the intensive care unit of the hospital. But in 2 or 3 days, my son's condition deteriorated. The pulse rate fluctuating between an all-time high and an all-time low. At that moment of panic, I called my sister in Pilamedu, told her that my son's condition is critical. I didn't know what to do. Now, his pulse rate is too low. The doctors have told me that your son won't survive and it's better to take him home. That night, life departed from my son and I was in anguish, and the sense of loss had already overtaken me. But my sister asked me to stay in the hospital. She told me she is going straight to Brother Jawahar Samuel. She went to Brother and received his powerful prayers and brought a handkerchief and prayer oil to the hospital the next morning. After 6 hours of death, the doctors advised me to take the body home instead of keeping it there. I too arranged for an ambulance to take the body back home. At this very moment, my sister came rushing with the prayer oil and handkerchief and kept the handkerchief on my dead son's heart, applied the oil on his forehead. That very second, my son opened his eye. I was astonished to see this wonder. My son has regained his life. He has been resurrected. My dead son has started living again. What words can explain the happiness of this father? Then, day by day, he started improving, and then he himself started removing all the tubes from his body. And so the doctors, after realizing his improved condition, admitted him to the general ward of the hospital. He had, by that time, developed bed sore on his body. As soon as he was in the general ward, he started removing his sore-affected flesh and gave it to me. How could I bear this sight? I cried to God. I cried to the Almighty, Lord, give my son relief. Retrieve him from this position. The bed sores were stinking and the stench was felt even far away. Even the doctors found it difficult to keep the patient in the hospital ward. We applied brother's prayer oil in the sores. Each sore was filled with pus and looked nasty. As soon as the prayer oil was applied in the sores, all the impurities and stench were gone. The sores started healing and new flesh started growing day by day, and new skin too covered them beautifully once again. In quick time, the sores disappeared. New flesh grew, new skin covered them, and the body started looking normal once again.
I got a phone call informing me that Gopal was admitted in a serious condition in the Coimbatore General Hospital. It was my brother's call. He said, Susi, Gopal is in a very critical condition. I think all hope is lost. I told him he was the breadwinner of the family. He was the relief to the family. How can I lose hope, whatever happens? He said doctors have advised to take the boy home. I said doctors are not God. They advise as per medical reports. Even if the boy has only bones and flesh on him, the Almighty God will resurrect him. God alone can do it, and He will. He would come home walking. He would come to this village, stand in front of the people to testify about the glory of God. I advised my brother not to bring the body home in any circumstance. My sister Rajati was here in Pilamedu. I consistently inquired her about Gopal's condition. She said, Susi, I am at my wit's end. His condition is so critical. I don't know what should I do. Then I realized that Brother Jawahar Samuel and his Love of Jesus ministry is here to help us. And I told her to rush to him and ask for his prayers. God will give him his might. She told me that she had already went there and prayed. The boy's condition was critical even at that time. I consoled her that God will resurrect him like He did to Lazarus after 4 days of his death. God will bring our son to his life as a witness to his love and grace. Brother asked to bring 2 handkerchiefs, and he prayed for God's might to be present in those and gave it to be placed on the boy's body. It was when that kerchief was kept on Gopal's forehead and chest that inanimate body started showing movements. This body, which had no movement at all for the past 4 days and was kept almost like a corpse, started moving as soon as the might of God descended on his body through the kerchiefs, and he moved. God did such a miracle. We never expected Gopal could come here, sit with us in his session as a witness of God's love and might. If it were to, it would have been 2 months since he was dead. If he is here and alive today, it is only because of God's grace and Brother Jawahar's prayers. Through this brother, God gave us the message of compassion and promise of life. Through this brother, God has reassured His love to mankind and through Him brought our son alive amidst us.
I glorify the Almighty God through this testimony. I thank Brother Jawahar Samuel for bringing